Life does not ask for permission before it tests you. Pain arrives unannounced. Loss shows up without warning. Failure knocks when you feel least prepared. Most people break not because life is unbearable, but because their minds were never trained for reality. Stoicism exists for this exact reason. It is not a philosophy of comfort. It is a philosophy of endurance. A mindset forged to survive chaos, pressure, rejection, and uncertainty without collapsing from within. A resilient mindset begins with accepting a hard truth. You cannot control what happens to you. You can only control how you respond. The Stoics believed that suffering intensifies when you demand reality to be different from what it is. The moment you stop arguing with reality, your energy returns. Acceptance is not weakness. It is strategic clarity. When you accept what is outside your control, you reclaim power over what remains, your thoughts, actions, and character. Most people exhaust themselves trying to manage outcomes. They worry about results, opinions, timing, and recognition. The Stoic trains the opposite muscle. Focus only on effort, discipline, and intention. If you act with integrity and courage, the outcome becomes secondary. This mental shift removes anxiety at its root. You stop fearing failure because your worth is no longer tied to success. You are measured by how you show up, not by what you get. A mind that survives anything learns to separate events from interpretations. An insult is just sound. A setback is just a delay. A loss is painful, but it is not a verdict on your value. It is your judgment that creates emotional chaos. The Stoics practiced mental distance, observing thoughts without obeying them. When you stop immediately believing every thought you have, emotional resilience becomes natural. Hardship is not an interruption to life. It is the training ground. Marcus Aurelius wrote that obstacles become the way forward. Every challenge contains a lesson meant to sharpen you. Instead of asking why this is happening to me, ask how this can shape me. This question transforms suffering into strength. When pain has purpose, it loses its power to destroy you. Discomfort is not your enemy. Avoidance is a fragile mind seeks constant ease and reassurance. A resilient mind voluntarily steps into discomfort. Cold mornings, hard conversations, discipline when motivation disappears. These acts condition your nervous system to remain calm under pressure. When life becomes difficult, your mind recognizes the terrain. You have been here before by choice. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, imagining loss, rejection, and failure in advance. Not to become pessimistic, but to become prepared. When you rehearse adversity mentally, it loses its shock value. Gratitude deepens because you stop taking things for granted. Strength grows because fear has already been faced internally. A prepared mind is rarely surprised by reality. Another pillar of survival is detachment from external validation. Approval is unstable. Praise fades. Criticism is unavoidable. If your identity depends on how others see you, your peace is always at risk. Stoicism teaches internal validation. Act according to your values, not applause. When you respect yourself, the noise of the world loses volume. A strong mindset understands impermanence. Everything passes. Pain passes. Pleasure passes. Power passes. This awareness creates balance. You do not cling desperately to good moments, nor do you drown in bad ones. You stand steady because you know nothing lasts forever. This perspective builds emotional stability in a world obsessed with extremes. Control your inputs if you want to control your mind. What you consume daily becomes your inner voice. Endless negativity, comparison, and outrage weaken resilience. The Stoics were intentional with attention. Guard your mind like a fortress. Feed it wisdom, reflection, and silence. Strength grows in stillness, not constant stimulation. Daily reflection is essential. At the end of each day, review your actions. Where did you act with discipline? Where did emotion overpower reason? This is not self-punishment. It is self-mastery. Progress comes from awareness. A mind that reflects grows sharper with time instead of repeating the same mistakes. Resilience is also built through responsibility. Blaming circumstances keeps you weak. Ownership makes you powerful. Even when something is not your fault, it is still your responsibility to respond well. This mindset eliminates helplessness. You may not control the storm, but you control how you steer through it. Stoicism does not promise happiness. It promises stability. A calm center that remains intact regardless of external chaos. This is real power. When others panic, you think. When others react, you choose. When others collapse, you endure. If this message resonates with you and you want to build an unbreakable mindset, subscribe to this channel. Here we explore Stoic wisdom, mental strength, and practical tools to help you master yourself and stay unshaken in a chaotic world. Subscribe now and become stronger with every video. A mindset that survives anything is not built overnight. It is forged daily through discipline, reflection, and courage. Train your mind, and no matter what life throws at you, you will remain standing.